So we have an example here of long division of polynomials. The question gives me two polynomials called p of x and d of x and says find polynomials q of x and r of x such that p of x is equal to d of x times q of x plus r of x. Or in other words, we're going to divide d into p and find the quotient and the remainder. So we're going to set up our long division. When you do this, a couple of things to mention here. Make sure that each of these are in descending order. If they're not given to you that way, make sure like my powers are going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0. And if any of them happen to be missing, which they're not here, I would throw in a 0 term. Like if I didn't have any x's, if we just had like 33x squared minus 26 on the end, I would throw in a 0x at first when I'm doing these just to make sure I'm keeping everything lined up as a placeholder. When we deal with numbers, we have to have the zeros in there as placeholders. With polynomials, we don't because we have the x's, but you might want to put them in if you don't have an x term. And then you just, once they're in the right situation here, you take the leading term into the leading term. So I'm going to take 2x squared and divide that into 4x to the fifth, or 4x to the fifth divided by 2x squared is 2x to the third. And then we put that in the quotient, and then we do that, 2x to the third, times the entire divisor, 2x squared plus 3x minus 7. If you multiply that out, you get 4x to the fifth plus 6x to the fourth minus 14x to the third. And then you subtract, and the 4x to the fifth minus 4x to the fifth gives me 0. On the x to the fourth terms, we have minus 2 minus 6 will give me minus 8. And then on the x to the thirds, we have negative 28 minus a negative 14 will be negative 28 plus 14, so negative 14x to the third. And then we have the rest of it minus 0, and we can drop down as many terms as we need. 33x squared minus 0 will give me 33x squared. And we repeat the process. We divide 2x squared into negative 8x to the fourth, which will give me negative 4x squared. Negative 4x squared times my divisor is negative 8x to the fourth minus 12x to the third plus 28x squared, and we subtract that off. So the fourth degree powers there cancel out, and then we have negative 14x to the third minus a minus, so plus 12x to the third will give me negative 2x to the third. And then 33 minus 28 gives me 5x squared. And then we drop down the 20x and keep on going. 2x squared into negative 2x to the third is just negative x. Negative x times 2x squared plus 3x minus 7 is negative 2x to the third minus 3x squared plus 7x. Subtract that off. You're going to get 0 on the first terms, and then 5 minus a minus will be 5x squared plus 3x squared, so 8x squared. And then we have, let's see, I got a typo there. That should be 20x minus 7x. Will give me 13x, and then minus 26. That shouldn't be an x squared. That should just be x. So 20x minus 7x is 13x minus 26. And keep on going. So we got 2x squared divided into 8x squared will be exactly 4. And we multiply. 4 times the divisor gives me 8x squared plus 12x minus 28. And we subtract one more time. So 8x squared minus 8x squared is 0, and 13x minus 12x is x, and negative 26 minus a negative 8 is 2. So we've got it. We've got our quotient now. I think I've got them labeled. Yeah, q of x, our quotient is 2x to the third minus 4x squared minus x plus 4, and x plus 2 is the remainder. And there we go.